Bon dia a tothom. Benvinguts a la roda de premsa del tècnic de...
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the press conference of our head coach, Xavi Hernández. We'll start with a question of Barça TV.
Què tal, Xavi? Bona tarda. Marc Grau de Barça TV. Demà acabeu de forma oficial la temporada amb aquest...
Season ends tomorrow officially. Difficult opponent, Villarreal. A lot at stake for them with European aspirations. What's the message from you to the fans to say farewell to this season? The importance is relative in terms of the result. I'd like to see the team competitive, brave, with good sensations. Independent of the results, play a good game. But the result isn't the objective, the main objective. We want to end the season with good sensations. Villarreal are probably the best team that we've faced in La Liga this season. They made it very difficult for us. They pressed up high. They play well from behind. They had clear opportunities. Unai Emery does a very good job, and there's a lot at stake for them tomorrow. They want to make the Conference League. We have to have character tomorrow, and we want to end with good sensations and head into next season with those good sensations. There'll probably be lots of chances in the game for them, for us. An attractive game. But on top of that, overall, we want to end with good sensations.
Sí, Xavi Campos de Catalunya Ràdio. Bon dia, Xavi.
Bon dia.
El president va posar-li nota a la temporada, a tota la
President Laporta
de novembre,
gave the grade of just good enough for this season. What's your grade for this season? I'd say that we've saved a situation that could have been a lot worse. That we've improved, that we've competed. We had to have faith, compete. I told the players, and we've done that. But it hasn't been a good season. We haven't done enough. By Barca standards, we haven't done enough. We've been knocked out of the knockout competitions, but we did play well in the regular season in La Liga. But I wouldn't give the season a grade. It hasn't been a good season, that's obvious, but we've improved, that's obvious. Not from the previous coach. Since I took over, I'm talking about, I think we've improved, we've played some great games. We have to make some adjustmts and bring in new players for next season, yes. And I'm the first who's very demanding with myself. But I don't think I'm going to grade the season. That's down to you. I've told the players what I think. And now we have to focus on rebuilding the team, making ourselves better. Next season, we need to turn the screw around even more.
Hola, Xavi, bon dia. Marta Ramon de RAC1. Parles ja amb la mirada posada a la temporada que ve.
You talk about next season.
Tens notícies que les famoses palanques econòmiques s'estiguin a punt de concretar?
Do you have any news regarding the economic situation to see if it will allow you to bring in some new players? Does it make you impatient that this is still lingering? I've talked to the president, there's confidence, and he said that we'll be able to reinforce the team. It depends on the club, it depends on the situation, but we've planned the situation in terms of football, and we'll see where we can, what we can reach. But I'm not the one to talk about money. Then you accuse me of talking about money and not football. I'm here to talk about football and give the football diagnosis of the situation. I'm not the one who has to talk about money. Let's talk about football.
Hola Xavi, bon dia. Adrià Alves, de la cadena SER. Quería saber desde fuera, tú cómo estás viendo, viviendo todo el culebrón del futuro de Kylian Mbappé.
I would like to see from the outside, or know from the outside, what you think of the situation with Mbappé, and from a Barca perspective, do you think that it's better if he stays at PSG? I don't know, ask me about Barca. Ask another question, another opportunity.
Sí, hostia, ¿no te has preparado una otra?
You haven't prepared another question?
I
would ask about Barca, but I think the people are interested about your thoughts about Mbappé and Real Madrid.
Que sea feliz. Yo quiero que los futbolistas sean felices.
I would say I want him to be happy. I want football players to be happy. He's got his own decision to make.
No entramos en este.
We're not part of this equation.
Germán.
¿Qué tal, Xavi? Buen día.
Buen día.
Germán García, Radio Nacional. ¿Vas a tener que esperar a que acabe oficialmente la temporada, es decir, el 30
Are you going to have to wait until the season officially ends to talk to your players and make decisions in terms of lists of players,
por los que marchan antes de
especially those who have to leave?
hecho todo o todavía tienes algo en mente?
Do you
Gracias.
still have something in mind in that sense?
No, con algunos ya esta semana ya he hablado.
I've already talked to some of them this week.
4 o 5 futbolistas.
I've talked
ya
about
saben mi
or
opinión.
talked with 4 or 5 football players, 4 or 5 of our players. They know my thoughts, my decision.
Que puedan seguir y que no puedan seguir, ¿no? Y a partir de ahí, pues depender un poco de la planificación de lo que se puede hacer.
And from there, we need to
Con algunos ya he ido
see
hablando. Yo creo que
how our plan goes.
mínimos exigibles
I've
del club,
talked
que hemos
to
entrado en
them
Champions y jugaremos
about
para el siguiente.
minimum objectives.
Creo que es un buen momento para ya ir tomando
We've made them,
decisiones, ¿no? Y para
and
eso
now is a good moment to start talking about these things
y
and
con
making
algunos
these
que saben
decisions.
mal, ¿no? Que no continuarán en el
I've told
equipo,
some of the
pero
players that
tengo que informar, tengo que
I'm sad, but they won't continue in the team next year. And yeah, we're gradually having these talks.
Buenas tardes, Xavi. Víctor Navarro para la cadena COPE. Le quería hacer una pregunta al hilo de mi compañero, pero con la actualidad del Barça esta semana.
I wanted to ask along the same lines.
Que el Barça no va a pagar lo que piden jugadores como Mbappé o
The
Haaland.
president said this week that the club can't pay what players like Haaland and Mbappé are asking for.
En esa terna final por Kylian Mbappé, como está en el Madrid y el PSG este fin de semana. Gracias.
Sí, pero no podemos. O sea, al final el presidente fue muy claro, ¿no? La situación.
We can't compete in that sense.
No podemos competir, ¿no? No hemos entrado en la puja por Haaland y nos hubiera gustado, claro, por ejemplo, ¿no?
We were in the race for,
Por Mbappé.
or we wanted to be in the race for Haaland, but we couldn't.
Fue muy claro. La
Mbappé as well.
situación económica
The
es la
president
que
was very clear in his words.
¿no? Y la que
The
nos-
situation is what it is in terms of the economy of the club.
Esto va
So we
de
need to look forward.
futuro, ¿no?
It's about the present and the future.
Sin pensar en los
We can't look back.
Ya está. O sea, esto ya hay que hacer piña, el barcelonismo,
We need to
todos
stay strong, stay together,
y tirar para adelante, como sea.
and move
Reforzarnos
forward
bien para
however.
volver a competir y volver a
We need to
poner el Barça
strengthen our squad however we can so that we can compete next season for every title.
ser más competitivos a partir de ya, a partir de la temporada que viene.
More competitive from the get-go
Hola, mister.
next season.
¿Qué tal? Buen día.
Buen día.
Alejandro Segura en directo para Radio Marca. Jugáis mañana el último partido de
Play
la
tomorrow,
temporada.
last game of the
Jugáis
season.
Australia, un compromiso
Then
que tenéis.
Australia,
Cuando volváis, los jugadores,
the friendly game,
ya cogen vacaciones.
and
no sé si en
then
su
the
primer
players
verano como técnico del Barça,
will go on
Xavi
holidays.
va a coger vacaciones, va a pagar el
In your first summer as head coach, will you go on holidays?
Es imposible.
Are you going to forget about your phone? Is that impossible?
Mi trabajo, por suerte, yo soy muy positivo
No.
y agradecido de poder tener este
It's
trabajo
about
como entrenador del Barça,
being
aunque
here regularly.
es estresante.
I'm very thankful for it. Sometimes it's stressful,
Y alguna
but
vez lo pasas mal, pero disfruto.
sometimes
paso
you,
bien, soy positivo, estoy en el
you
mejor
obviously
sitio
had some hard times, but I'm thankful. I enjoy it.
y lo amo, ¿no?
I'm very involved.
Pues quiero lo
I
mejor
love this
para
sport. I love this
disfrutar
team.
del equipo, no pararé de trabajar.
I won't stop working, no.
Fichar a este, al otro,
We need to sign this
reforzarnos,
player, the other
planificar
player,
cosas, entrenamientos, qué podemos
prepare training sessions and what can we improve.
mejorar. Además, tenemos faena.
We have a lot of work to do.
Hay trabajo por delante y
There's a lot of work
bienvenido
to
sea,
do.
claro que sí.
and we welcome it, of course.
Alfredo Martínez, Onda Cero. Este año entraste a mitad de la temporada, no
This
pudiste
season,
confeccionar la
you
plantilla.
started at mid-season. You can build your own squad. Is it important for you to have the summer to build a squad and prepare? And obviously you know that there's going to be high demands for next season.
Sí, pero no para mí. Yo miro por el club, de verdad.
But I'm not looking for me, I'm looking for the club. I'm the maximum responsible for this squad and this team.
Masculino en este caso, ¿no? Entonces, sí, es importante para mí, pero más
It's
que para
important for me, of course. Yes, but it's important for the club.
Creo que sí, debemos hacer un esfuerzo entre todos para volver a competir. Yo
Put in the effort to get this team back to competing.
Para poner este orden
I'll do my part
en el equipo y en el grupo,
to establish order in the team so that we can compete.
Lo hemos intentado estos meses, estos
We
6
tried
meses.
during these 6
Creo
months.
que hemos competido bien.
I think we competed well,
Una vuelta fantástica que
and
hemos
we've
mejorado.
had a second round of the league.
Aún así no nos
It's
ha
been
dado
great.
por títulos,
We've
¿no? Entonces, tenemos
played
que
well, but it hasn't been enough.
esforzarnos,
So
trabajar
now we
más
need to
para ser más
keep working,
competitivos y ganar títulos la temporada que viene,
strengthen
que
the
es-
team,
que es la
and compete
objetivo
for
principal
titles next season.
del club, no mío, del club.
That's the objective for the club, not for me, for the club.
Hola Xavi, buen día.
Hola, buen día.
David Ibáñez de Mediaset. Un jugador que no tiene un sueldo tan alto como Haaland o Mbappé es Lewandowski, que le
A
gusta.
player who's not got a higher salary like Haaland and Mbappé is Lewandowski.
La semana pasada Lewandowski dijo pues que no quiere seguir en el Bayern de
Last week, Lewandowski said he doesn't want to continue at Bayern Munich.
darle una salida porque le queda un año de contrato.
He's got 1 year of his contract remaining.
Un poquito más al Barça.
Does that bring him closer to Barca?
Sí, es una de las opciones, claro. Es una
He's
de
one
las
of the options.
posibilidades que pueda venir.
One of
Ya
the
lo ha dicho él
possibilities.
públicamente, además, pues que
He
se
said it
quiere-
publicly.
se quiere marchar.
He
Ahí
said
ha-
that he wants
hay
to
unas
leave.
negociaciones por medio.
There are
Pues habrá que ver su
negotiations.
club, tiene contrato, todavía
There are
le
different
queda un
clubs.
año y
He's still got
no será fácil
1 year on his
seguir
contract, and it's not going to be
siendo
easy.
Bayern, pero sí, es una de las opciones, claro.
But it's one of the options, yes.
Bon dia, Xavi. Aquí
Bon dia.
Anaïs Martí de La Vanguardia. Demà creus que podria ser l'últim partit d'Ousmane Dembélé amb la...
Do you think that tomorrow could be the last game for Ousmane Dembélé in a Barca shirt, or do you think the situation can change?
Sí, que podria ser l'últim partit, sí. O
It could be the last game, yes.
també, al final depèn, estan en...
Or maybe he can extend his contract.
encara.
Negotiations are ongoing.
Anem a ser optimistes, tant de bo.
We'll be
Ens
optimistic.
ha ajudat molt aquests 6 mesos.
I hope he can stay. He's helped us a lot during these 6 months. He's a decisive player. He's had lots of assists.
I quan no hi,
He's been excellent in many games.
trobat a faltar.
And when he hasn't played, we've missed him.
A mi m'agrada.
I like him as a football player.
Futur, però veurem.
He can help us in the future, but we'll have to see.
Negociacions, no? Però
It
sí,
depends on the negotiations.
podria ser l'últim partit
But
d'Ousmane
yes,
i de...
tomorrow could be the last game for Ousmane and several other players.
Hola, Xavi. Xavi Lemus de TV3.
Hola.
Abans has comentat que ja havies parlat amb jugadors
Before you said that you'd already talked to players,
d'aquestes possibles baixes amb els quals tu has
some of the
parlat,
names
com és el cas de Bradway, de
have been talked about.
Umtiti, de Mingueza. És correcte
Braithwaite, Umtiti,
amb els quals tu ja has
Riqui
parlat
Puig, Mingueza.
per comunicar que...
Is it correct that those are some of the players that you've talked to
Sí,
regarding their future?
també. I d'altres que
Yes,
hem anat parlant.
some others as well. I've also talked to some other players,
Públicament, no? Perquè al final
but I'm not going to say it publicly.
cadascú doncs, que ho pugui anunciar, doncs, o que ho vulgui dir a la
It's
seva
down to every player
que no ha de ser jo.
if they want to announce it or not. It's not got to be me. But I've already talked to them, yes,
Continuïn, crec que hem de
because
tenir suficientment temps
I think it's important for the players who aren't staying to have options, to have time to think about their future.
segueixin, doncs també ho han de saber.
And obviously the players who we want here next season, who we want to continue, need to know it as well.
Saber les intencions que tenim com a club
So,
i com a entrenador. Crec que és important.
Yes, we do need to transmit to the players the intentions we have as a club.
Sí, hola, Xavi, Jordi Gil de l'Esport. Arrel d'això, d'aquesta pregunta, quina predisposició has trobat dels jugadors? Perquè hi ha...
What has the attitude been of the players when you've had these talks? Some of the players had said before they didn't want to leave, like Umtiti i Riqui. What
Doncs mira, molt bona
has their
predisposició. Algunes
response been?
inclús m'ha fet
I think their response has been good.
les gràcies.
Some have been thankful. I've been surprised.
Doncs bé, al final jo he de prendre decisions, no? Tot i que
And
són
in the end, I have to make decisions. Sometimes they're tough decisions, but I was clear.
oportunitats que jo tampoc els vull tenir amargats.
In other clubs, they'd have more opportunities. I don't want to have them pinned down here,
Aquí serà difícil
because here
que participin i que juguin.
it'll be hard for them to have opportunities to play.
En un altre lloc
So-
sentint-se més importants.
If they go to another place, they can feel more important.
afrontar-la, però crec que tinc la posició que l'haig de dir.
It's a tough situation, but it's part of the job. It's part of my responsibility.
Buenas tardes, Xavi. María
Buenas
Garrido de
tardes.
3 Media. Quería preguntarte por Frenkie de Jong, porque es
I would like to ask about Frenkie de Jong. It's one of the names that has been
quizás el que
talked
tiene
about.
más mercado, el que se puede conseguir más dinero. A ti,
A player
sabemos que te gusta
who the
mucho
club
como
could
centrocampista. ¿Crees que aún hay
capitalize on?
esperanzas de que se quede, si se mueven otras
Would you like him to
fichas,
stay? What is
opciones
the
hasta el
situation
final?
with him? What are the options?
Es que aquí volvemos a hablar de situación económica muchas veces.
And here we're talking about the economic situation again.
Bestial.
For me, he's
bestial
a great
con unas
football player.
condiciones, se lo he dicho a él también, para marcar
I've
diferencias,
told him,
para marcar una
I think he can make the difference.
Pero hay que ver
And
situaciones
he can be
puntuales,
part of
¿no?
an
En
important
este
era.
caso, pero a mí Frenkie
We'll
me
see what the
gusta mucho.
situation is, but I really like Frankie.
Muy
He's
dominador
very
del juego,
capable.
de la manera
He's
que jugamos
very
nosotros, que nos puede
a
ayudar
player who
muchísimo,
dominates the game.
y no tengo dudas. Pero veremos la
And he
situación
can definitely help us, but we'll see what the economic situation is.
que no quiero, ¿no?
But once again, we're talking about money, and I don't want to talk about money.
Hola, bon dia, Joan Poquí de Mundo Deportivo. I en aquesta tessitura, si hagués de triar degut a la situació...
If you had to pick, because of the economic situation,
de Frenkie de Jong o anar a buscar un futbolista que requerís una gran inversió...
between keeping Frankie de Jong or looking for another football player, what would the decision be?
Reforçar-nos han de ser futbolistes que millorin el que tenim o el que
The message is that if we bring in new players, if we sign new players, they have to improve what we have.
que siguin futbolistes que lluitin per la
They need to be
per la
players who can play
posició,
lots of minutes, who can fight for a position.
que sapiguem que no jugarà. Per això aquests ja els tenim, no? Però hem d'anar a fitxar a
They
futbolistes
can't be football players that we know aren't going to play.
que puguin ser futbolistes titulars.
We need players who are going to compete, starting players. It's what we're looking for.
Hola Xavi, buena tarde.
Buena
Adrián
tarde.
Ragás, en directo para el programa 10 del Barça. Me imagino que por la cabeza tendrás ya muchas ideas sobre lo que quieres mejorar en
I
el
imagine you have lots of ideas on what you want to improve next
Quería
season.
saber en qué aspectos crees que quieres enfatizar más o hacer más
What
hincapié, más en
aspects do you want to emphasize most?
el físico o en el plano
Is it
psicológico.
more in on the physical side, psychological, or football?
Tres cosas hay que mejorar, ¿no? No hemos
All three
hecho una buena
things.
temporada, ya lo he dicho.
We haven't had a good season, I've said it already.
Con vosotros y conmigo mismo, ¿no? Tenemos que mejorar en todos los sentidos. En
We
el
need to
psicológico,
improve in every sense. Psychological,
para competir mejor, en
to
el
compete
físico,
better.
para
In the
competir
physical,
mejor, pero
to
creo
compete
que
better.
físicamente
But I
hemos
think
mejorado muchísimo.
physically we've improved a lot
Hasta aquí, creo que no ha
to
sido
get here.
el aspecto físico determinante para
I don't think that's been a decisive factor in our results. And then we need to strengthen the squad. We need more competence, more competition in the team,
compitan para jugar. Yo creo que eso es
players who can compete to play.
así seremos más competitivos, ¿no?
That's how we'll be more competitive as a team. Tactically, we need to improve as well.
En la idea, que lo entiendan
Insist
más
on the
los
idea,
futbolistas y a partir de aquí, pues,
to have everyone understand it.
pero creo que hay que mejorar en todos los aspectos.
I think we need to improve in every sense.
Hola Xavi, Emilio Valenzuela
Hola.
para Más que Pelotas. En las últimas semanas ha aparecido mucho la palabra pulcro. ¿Crees que es un aspecto que no se ha tenido mucho
In the last few seasons,
de las anteriores
or in the
temporadas?
last few weeks, sorry,
Fichajes de esta próxima campaña.
we
Gracias.
talked about
Yo
finesse.
hablo de pulcritud, hablo también de los futbolistas que tenemos, no de los que vengan, ¿no? Los que vengan también, claro.
When I talk about finesse, I talk about the players that we have. We need to be more precise with the ball,
Jugar más en campo contrario.
play
Esto es lo que
in the
creo
opponent field, not lose the ball.
muchos partidos nos ha fallado, ¿no?
And that's what we've
Pero
been
sí,
missing in
sí,
the last few
hablo de
games.
pulcritud, me refiero a esto,
But
¿no?
when I talk about
Futbolistas que sean,
finesse, I talk about
más
players
fiables en el
who are reliable
posición también,
in
no
the
perder
position
balón,
game, not losing the ball.
provocan estas transiciones y contraataques que sufrimos a la espalda de la defensa.
And those are mistakes that have harmed us in transition and harmed us in running back. So we need to be better in that.
Domínguez de Culemanía. Sé que no quieres hablar de dinero,
I
pero
know you don't want to
teniendo
talk
en
about
cuenta
money,
la situación económica del club,
but taking into account the
¿crees que es
situation,
interesante apostar por el fichaje de jugadores polivalentes que puedan desempeñarse en varias posiciones.
it's an idea to
específicos. Te lo pregunto por
look for versatile players who can play in different positions.
Puerta, Marcos Alonso o incluso Lisandro Martínez. Gracias.
Maybe names like Marcos Alonso, Lisandro Martínez.
Diferentes perfiles, claro. En el caso, los
Yes,
que
obviously.
se pueden adaptar a varias posiciones.
Players who can adapt to
Tenemos también
different
futbolistas
positions
de que
are
se
important,
pueden adaptar a
and
varias posiciones y
we have already some of those players.
para el entrenador, ¿no?
And that's
Es
important for the
importante
player.
tener
It gives us
futbolistas
options
que
as a
se
coach,
en varias situaciones y que rindan en
players
varias
who can
posiciones. Sí, es importante.
play well in different positions are important, of course, yes.
Bona tarda, Xavi. Juli Claramunt en directe al Twitch de Gigantes. Aquesta tarda hi ha un partit molt important.
This afternoon there's an important game in Turin.
Com creus que quedarà? T'atreveixes a
How will you watch it, and do you care to venture a result? Of course, I want to wish them the best of luck. It's an extraordinary final. No one's given it to them. I'll watch it at home. I want them to win. I wish them the best in the world and bring the best, or bring the title back to Barcelona. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy because Lyon are a rock. They've won lots of titles lately, and I'll wish them the best of luck, of course. I'll be watching them at home.
Xavi, Arnau Blanc per la revista Mirall. Ha quedat confirmada la pretemporada dels Estats Units. Més enllà d'això...
The preseason in USA has been confirmed.
No sé si s'ha valorat d'alguna manera fer una estada aquí a prop, més enllà de la pretemporada.
Is there the idea of working here as well? Well, we talk about the situation of the club as well, financially. We'll start on the 4th of July. We'll go to the United States. We'll have time. We'll have to prepare. We don't start the league until August, but we'll travel, yes, to the US to compete, to train, prepare. We'll start from the very first day, trying to work and compete, proving that we can win titles. Thank you very much.
A les 8 a l'estadi. Gràcies.